precious Gemini. This is Jamie Dawn. I am your professional psychic advisor, success coach, evolutionary, revolutionary astrologer, bringing you your February 2021 horoscope. And there's some big stuff happening for all of us. And how it's going to affect you directly, Gemini, is that you're going to have Mars, the warrior planet, the one that gives us our drive and our energy and our passion, in Taurus, and it is moving through your 12th house. And it has moved into Taurus back in January. So you've already been experiencing this, and it will continue. And so in that 12th house, you're going to find that there's probably some things that either you are avoiding or that were swept under the rug, or maybe secrets that were coming out or that you've had to deal with directly. And this is going to continue. Now, with Mars in Taurus, you should be able to deal with whatever has come up with a very clear plan. And if not, take a moment to reset, especially because we have Mercury, your ruler, in retrograde this month for you, that it gives an opportunity to just kind of pause and go inside and maybe do a little planning about how to deal with some of these things that have come up and out. Keep in mind too that Mars, it does stir some things up and it energizes whatever we touch. So when it's in that 12th house, your dreams, the spiritual nature, your meditation time, the information you receive from the subconscious mind could be very vivid, for example. It's also possible that you may have a bit of insomnia because your mind could take over, especially as Mercury's retrograding in that 9th house. So it's going to be squaring off with Mars. And it may cause you to overthink a lot of things this month. It's not a great time, especially at the beginning of February, to really push a lot of these ideas out. This is a time to maybe withdraw, go within, do a little bit of internal spiritual work, and spend some extra time maybe alone. The other thing you do want to just pay close attention to is that with Mars in that 12th house, it can activate accidents or some form of illness that could involve hospitalization. Now, I'm not saying that's necessarily what's going to happen. It may be that somebody you're connected to has an accident or is dealing with a hospital event, and you may need to support them. But either way, that is a possibility. So just be extra careful. Mars rules like metals and sharp objects, weapons, that sort of thing. So knives, right? So if you're cooking in the kitchen, just pay extra caution to that sharp knife and your fingers possibly, right? Or if you're walking around and watch your feet and stubbing toes or tripping and falling, those are the kind of things that you just want to be mindful. And as I mentioned, Mercury is retrograde in Aquarius, and it's in your 9th house. And so this may be also causing you to get very restless and active, that you don't want to focus on mundane, little things. And you're somebody who always has something going on, of course, but those practical affairs may cause you to feel even more restless or more bored, keeping that mind extremely active. However, if you capitalize on this square, this tension between Mars and Mercury, also, we've got the sun in Aquarius, and we have a new moon in Aquarius this month, that you can use this as an opportunity to put some of your ideas maybe into a format that later, not necessarily this month, but later on, you're prepared, you're planning to launch or to push it out into the world come March, April time, which is going to be fantastic to get things moving. It's possible that you may also be looking at some of your belief systems. You may be looking at your philosophies in life, and some things are changing. So this is an opportunity that if you're going to present these ideas later on, you have a really good plan of how you're going to present them to others. Keep in mind as well, this is a highly intuitive psychic time for you. So spending that extra time in quiet is going to help you to receive the information that is important. It's sort of like the glue that puts the pieces together. And so you need that regular time to be able to listen to that. Also, we know Mercury retrograde has a way of being foggy with the information. This one being an Aquarius, I believe that your intuition is going to be active, but you can't base your decisions strictly on your intuition. So you want to take your time to make sure there's some sort of concrete evidence to back up what you're getting intuitively. Pay attention to your calendar, of course, missing appointments, being forgetful, all of that can come into play this month with Mercury retrograde. And it does affect you more than most because it's your ruler. Now, Venus will also be moving into Aquarius at the very beginning of the month on the 2nd, and you could receive pleasure from anything that may expand your horizons, both physically and mentally, and that foreign people and places may really activate your desire. You may attract you. You may, if you were talking about planning and preparation, you may decide that you start planning for a trip down the road. Not necessarily that you go on a trip this month, but it might be fun just to have the anticipation of going somewhere, even to a foreign country. I realize we're still in lockdowns in a lot of places, restrictions, and most likely by the time February rolls around, there won't be a whole lot of changes yet, but it'll be fun just to keep planning. So planning for the second half of the year. The other thing that you may also work with is public relations or some sort of publishing, teaching, that sort of thing. So if you're wanting to do some online teaching, this could be a great time to put your curriculum together and maybe test it out behind the scenes, working with others that you trust and you feel safe with, that you would say, I'd like to try it out to see how it lands for you. And then you make your tweaks so that come March, April, you're launching it officially and it has far-reaching potentials for you. The other thing that to keep in mind this month is that we do, like I mentioned, have the new moon in Aquarius. It will be in your 9th house. So that will activate more of this philosophical mind, your belief systems, the long distance or foreign interest, and it has far-reaching effects. So that's on February 11th. And then the sun moves into Pisces on February 18th in your 10th house. And that may really help you be able to find more compassion, more healing opportunities, more of that intuitive psychic nature in your public status and your career. And it allows you to be able to be seen as someone that people can come to for that healing or that compassion. And it may energize you, especially if you are looking at launching, say, online classes around anything with the healing arts, with body work, with anything to do even with earthy energy. And the reason I say that is we have a full moon in Virgo on the 27th, and it will be applying to your 10th house. The sun will be in Pisces in the 10th, and the moon will be in Virgo in the 4th. And so you may decide that you want to help others heal maybe some of their ancestral roots, and that you can do it through maybe there's a plant-based diet that you help them navigate. Maybe there's massage, or there's working with stones or gems, that sort of thing. And so people may be coming to you to say, I want to heal these old wounds, these ancient wounds inside of me, for myself, for my family, and I need your support and help to do it. And you're going to be that go-to person. You've got your framework in place, and by this full moon in Virgo, you'll be ready to go. Now, the other thing, just to mention for Gemini, is relationship. And if you are bonded with somebody and you're looking to go even deeper, Venus moving into Aquarius this month will give you some objectivity around certain subject matters. Maybe you're talking about a bigger commitment, like moving in together or getting married. And so you can approach it from a planning standpoint of, let's get engaged and let's start planning for the next 6 months to a year of this wedding or ceremony, however you choose to do it. If you are a single Gemini and you're looking to connect with somebody in a romantic way, then your best opportunity is going to probably be through an online and possibly even social media, something that gives you a wider outreach. And you may be attracted to some pretty unusual people, and even those who are of a foreign culture or background. That may also be active for you this month. So think out of the box. That's going to also help you with romance. So if you have been working, let's just say you've been thinking I'll do online dating and it's just not working. Well, maybe there's meetup groups that are doing some virtual reality or virtual meetups, and you decide you want to join that. And yes, it's still online, but it's a little different than you've done before, as an example. Or maybe you've decided to join a group that's doing social distancing, and you're getting out and about and you're meeting new people, and that's just different than what you would normally do. So that's the opportunity this month in romance, Gemini. If you're looking to connect with somebody, look in different places and stay open. Do what Gemini can do so well, which is keep that open mind that it could just so pleasantly surprise you. All right, Gemini, I'd love to hear how this month goes. You can like, subscribe, share, comment on these videos, and find me at jamiedawn.com. Take care.